Nova and I first met in Canada, and she was like the only female in Canada putting on rap shows. We moved into a house in Crenshaw. We lived in the hood together, and it was grim. We couldn't pay the rent and do groceries in the same month. There's water coming through the ceiling. I'd wake up and open a cupboard and you'd just see cockroaches scatter off the plates. Like, it was unbelievable poverty. This really strange thing happened this one day where I was like sitting in the house and I was listening to the radio, and some big mainstream record label rapper came on, and I was listening to this song that was playing, and it was sort of like this woe is me, like, it's so hard to deal with all the attention I get, and it's so difficult to be this successful. And I was so offended. I was like, how dare you make a song trashing the dream that I've been chasing for years and years and years and almost died to get. So I started penning this like open letter to the guy that I had just heard on the radio. At the time, I only wrote when I smoked. So I grabbed the cigarette pack and I opened it, and there's half a smoke in there. Whatever I'm writing, it's got to be done by the time this half cigarette's out. So I got like 2.5 minutes tops. I don't remember slowing down to consider what I was writing next. It just happened. I just wrote this whole song. Nova was sitting in her bedroom, and I opened the door and said, I just wrote the song that's going to change our lives. Set up the camera. I need to shoot this. So she set up everything, and it was just a gray backdrop. We had one light, and we shot the video for Dear Rappers.
It's easy for these rappers who have it all. Talk about the days when they used to be sad. I guess I can't relate to being famous and wealthy. I'm 28 and still praying for the day I have a chance.
I called my mom and said, Mom, I wrote a song that's going to change my life. I need like $100 so I can put an ad on Facebook and see if I can get this thing to go. Then I call my baby sister. I need $100. Call my buddy Brandon, get $100 from him. I call this other guy, get $100 from him. Me and Nova take the last money that we have. We have like $400, and our rent is like $650, and we don't have any groceries. I take all of this money and I pool it all together, and it's $1,100. The next morning we put out Dear Rappers on a Facebook ad, and 24 hours later it had 1 million views, and we were off to the races. 2 weeks after that, a check came in the mail for $11,000, and that was the most money I'd ever seen in my entire life. Like, I just couldn't believe it. And next month I get a check for $20,000, and the next month 30, and the next month 50. All of a sudden we had $1 million.
Cancel culture runs the world now. The planet went crazy. Label everything we say is homophobic or racist.
I rap about political topics.
We won't always agree. No, I don't hate all police.
Gender stuff and race stuff.
I think Black Lives Matter. They think white lives matter less. And LGBTQ turned into WTF.
My favorite song of my own is always like the most recent one, but I really like You Missed.
They don't want an election. They got so offended by freedom that they just try killing the president.
I remember being so pissed off and thinking, this moment doesn't need a song. It needs a battle cry.
You miss.
It's all been Nova and I from the inception of this thing. To this day, we distribute the music like totally independently. We don't have a manager. We don't have a publicist. There's no record labels, agents, like nothing. It's definitely not easy being independent, but with how anti-woke my music is, a record label's never going to let me make the songs that I've been making. The music business and the mainstream media, they all work together at creating narratives and towing the line, and anything that goes against their agenda, that's not coming out. I talk about these things, and I don't even consider myself a conservative. I think I'm just like a free thinking person. So if they're going to take away my social media you cancel me. I own all the cameras. I own all the lights. I own the recording software. There's no endorsement that I'm going to lose. And you are not going to shut me up. You're not going to make me feel small. It's not happening. These artists that are top 40 artists that are mainstream, a lot of these people are controlled. They never get to express themselves, and I've talked to a lot of them. They hit me up privately and say like, hey dude, good on you. Love what you're doing. They'd never acknowledge me publicly, ever. But even with all the censorship, we've got over 50 number ones on Billboard and 16 on the Hot 100, which is like the big boy chart. And I've gone head to head with Eminem on these charts and beat him, and Drake and beat him. There's people at record labels tearing their hair out over this stuff, because they're sinking hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to convince people that these are the folks you should be listening to. And people are saying, I'm going to listen to Tom, because there's like an appetite for real music and an appetite for truth. Just be real. That's what people want. They're getting lied to on the news. They get lied to in the paper. They get lied to on social media. Where is somebody that's just going to be honest with us? I'll do it. I don't care. I'm just grateful to be in America. After all, I came here unwell, addicted, $800 in my wallet, and built a whole life for myself and my girlfriend. It's really incredible. The American dream's still alive and well. All you have to do is live up to your potential.